the Gold Coast Suns up against Young English. Bounce favours Wits. The tap goes down. And it is the Gold Coast through Swallow who gets the first kick up towards the shadow end, if you like. And out comes big Peter Wright. He takes the mark and will line up 40 metres out directly in front.
Which getting the knockdown, but the Suns conceding the clearance.
Daniel quick off the back half, back flank. Short pass to Wallace wasn't as good. He was maybe going too quick. Hunter out to Bontempelli. He kicks the Dogs inside 50 for the first time. Almost a fumble, but the mark taken top of the square by Dunkley. He's on the board in bright sunshine. Big crowd in. They've sent Liam Picken off in style, and he can't finish that off in style. That was ugly. You know, he wants to spank it long. He pulls it late. Hunter, lace out. And he hands it off to the Bont. From the paint, drives it long, and he misses. Played. Liberatore smart enough to take off, and he hits Shacky lace out. He pops it to Dixon, the sharpshooter from the pocket. This is a tough kick, but it's well within his repertoire.
With our 6-6-6 in play in the AFL now, in general play, they've got 17 inside defensive 50.
Suckling within range here or not?
Education, the arithmetic would have come to the fore.
Anywhere within the CBD is within range, though.
Absolutely, and he blasts that with that rocket launcher. That was never in doubt.
I said, I'll do it myself. I'll have a bounce, I'll have a second, and I need to kick the goal, and I've missed. Now, that was a soda. Yeah. Needed to kick that one.
Back to Daniel. Spears that to Crozier. Out in front. Little tap down to Hunter was good. He waltzes inside 50. Wobbles it to full forward. That'll work. Dunkley won't miss from there. Missed earlier.
And put it into space, run onto it. 2 possessions later, shot at goal.
No need to tell you how desperately they needed that with 30 seconds left on the clock. Scores from centre clearances are such a massive stat these days with the 6, 6 and 6, and getting it out of the middle has been massive for the Gold Coast Suns in this opening term. Boy, have they laid a foundation for a successful afternoon.
So, Jared, I know you're watching Big Peter Wright's game. It's been pretty good so far.
He's been a star. There's so much upside to this bloke, Ed. And I think we're starting to see him emerge rapidly.
Speaking of Eds, here's one right now. Ed Richards kicks inside centre half forward. That's a beautiful kick. And this man has been standing and lurking there for about 2.5 minutes there to do, and they need it, the Doggies, right now. They've dominated the early play in his first 5 minutes, and he puts it right through the middle. Richards just thumps it forward as an awkward kick. Nice trap of the ball there. Great stuff there by McLean. Dangerous place, they get it out, Hanley, but the Dogs are going hard and they get one high. And, well, that's just reward for some clever play. And the Dogs will get the shot at goal in this his 63rd game of football. He lines up. And puts it through. Good kick. Professional football there. Well done, Toby McLean.
English and Peter Wright. Miles caught by Smith, who picked his pocket and ran away with it. Gave it to the Bont, who's had his rest. He's back on and firing. And Dixon, great set of hands.
The Bailey Smith was in a bit of a scuffle behind the play, but this quarter, he's won 4 contested play footies in the middle of the ground already.
It's on 4 seconds, 3 seconds. They'll run out of time. You'd think Norton just knocks it forward. Ed Richards would have run in and kicked the goal. Well, he did, but the siren beat him by about 1.5 seconds.
40. Bontempelli plays on quickly to Wallace. All part of the grand plan here. They've got the man over the top, Tory Dixon. He can size them up from the 50. Outstanding run-down tackle by Collins. Amazing.
But you've got to have representation where the ball is.
Yeah. Mitch Wallace, look at that kick. It's an absolute ripper.
That's a good mark and great.
Yep, Norton takes the mark, goes back 45 out. And you thought, well, as expected, the Dogs will roll over the top. They're out to a game high equaling 24 points a game. Norton this time, 60 metres out. So there's got to be one more kick in this play, and it's a good one. It's a good one, and a good mark taken as well. Right. He's 9 goals won from set shots at Marvel Stadium coming into this game in his career. He had one before that didn't make the distance. This one does, and he splits the goals, and boy, did the Dogs need that. 2 seconds, that'll be good enough. And we're in for an absolute belter. Can the Gold Coast Suns come to Melbourne and win against the more fancy-credentialed Western Bulldogs after their win against Hawthorn last week?
For the Gold Coast.
Woods front spot, English from behind. Daniel kicks it out of mid-air. Bouncing ball, beats Ballard. Weller got back onto it, rolled a little. Comes out to Dunkley, squeezed it towards goal, and he's got it. That could be the fire starter.
Well, it's a clearance again, Dermot. This is their bread and butter at the present time, the Dogs. 450 stoppage goals. And this was another one that was run over by the Gold Coast. Totally confused there. They thought Collins was going to come, and they let the ball drop. Luckily, they got away with one. Bont may well be in a bit of strife here.
It's to the bench. There's his Bondimer. Watch his right leg.
Yeah.
Bit of a corky in the top of the calf. Peter, 2-metre Peter coming from the ground.
In 8 minutes and 48 seconds. Big
one way through, you take a grab.
So Norton does that. They need a few more.
Probably the only way through at the moment.
Dunkley hoiks it forward. Needs a big mark. Up goes Lloyd. And he gets it. Oh, call play on. Wallace kicks the goal. Still hope in the Dogs.
Sam Lloyd thought he's not going to call that.
Yep.
He knew he didn't get the first touch on it, but the umpire called it.
It was a blue all round. I don't think the Suns are fully registered. They stop.
It's back to the Dogs right now. They are on. Mojo's back. Suckling short. Gowers good reach. Dixon's in a one-on-one with Harbrow. Harbrow turned inside out, and it's 50. So Gowers will kick the goal from the top of the square. Wow! It'll be a 2-kick game with inside 7 minutes.
They really did set them up. They won it out of the centre, and the Dogs have jumped on it.
Don't hold your breath now. Massive 7.5 minutes coming up.
Now he does. He kicks up towards this full forward position. Diving mark spilled just at the last second. In they go. Ballard is caught. They're screaming and begging the umpire to pay the free, but there'll be a ball up.
He's to his right. He's got a 3-on-2, and they can massage that.
Weller's kick.
Well, that's fundamental I'm talking about, Dwayne. Just nonsensical kick.
And an experienced player like Weller as well. Used to pick two to trade to get him to bring in some experience, and
kicks it outside 50. Smith, Daniel, the Doggies trying hard. Last roll of the dice. They've got to get one here. Up it goes, and they're going to go.
Oh, what a great mark!
Takes the mark. Norton has taken the mark with 1:30 in the stop. The clock stops.
He's winded.
1:30, winded. Take your time. Get up. Draw it. Time is ticking though. He must kick the goal, but he's got to get on with it. So Norton comes in from 15 metres out. He kicks the goal. Wow, that's a goal of difference.
Well, Daniels has been magnificent, really super quick. And here is an incredible mark. It's 3-on-2, and that kid has got exquisite aerial skills.
Plenty of space. Clearance could win or lose it. McRae feeds it out. Bontempelli, of all people, gave to Duray. Long kick. Where's Norton? Where's Gowers? Gowers! To tie the scores.
Duray or Suckling coming off the half-back line.
A goal and scores a level. A behind, and they're a kick from the actual lead. Whoa. It's a behind, but that could be okay if they can turn it over from the kick-in.
There's your 2 seconds. Miller does well. Martin does well. They've done enough. They're going to win the Gold Coast. The Gold Coast are going to win it, and they have won a game. They've won by 5 points at Marvel Stadium in one of the best wins in the history of the Gold Coast Suns.